Greetings everyone, it's your boy, the Ant-Man here, back at you with another review, and welcome to another installment of The Ant on the Mantle. Well folks, I think now's about time we finally start talking about the Frost Man himself. Very funny. There you go.
Happy birthday!
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal.
Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day.
Frosty the Snowman came out in 1969 and was produced by Rick and Bass Productions. The special centers on a group of kids who build a snowman who is, of course, named Frosty. And he was brought to life by the magic that was inside of a top hat that belonged to a magician named Professor Hinkle. But after noticing the hot temperature that was on the thermometer, in fear that he could melt, Frosty, along with a young girl named Karen and a white rabbit named Hocus Pocus, must journey to the North Pole so that way Frosty shouldn't have to melt at all. Professor Hinkle is also following suit, just so he can steal the magic hat back and become a millionaire magician. And also, because Now, as simple as the plot of the special is, I will admit, it does have enough charm for you to remember, even after the first viewing. Much like with other Rankin Bass specials, the design, coloring, and movement of these characters makes the special feel all the more alive. They're very vibrant and sporadic, and yet pleasant. I mean, yeah, sure, the animation could look a little cheap here and there, but what do you expect? It's from the 60s. The designs and coloring make up for it. Speaking of which, the characters are good, or at least good enough, given the time that we have with them. The main Frosty the Snowman theme helps carry the special and the character himself. He's known as a happy, jolly soul, and that is exactly how he's projected through his happy smile and friendly demeanor. I really admire his wide-eyed, childlike innocence in nature. Karen, I would say, makes for a nice human lead. I would say she is just as likable as Frosty himself. The both of them form a nice little bond with each other, which would make sense given the fact that both of them have such bright personalities. I would even say the rabbit, Hocus Pocus, makes for a nice little sidekick. I love the fact that he is a character who is qualified to only speak through reactions and not really talk. Professor Hinkle makes for a decent villain. In a funny sense, you do actually understand why he wants the magic hat back. Because at first, the magic hat wasn't even functioning the way that it was supposed to. Therefore, he threw it in the trash. Then a little bit after that, when the kids put that hat on top of Frosty's head, guess what? He comes to life. Therefore, in his head, he's probably thinking, you know what, Magic Hat? Perhaps I judged you too harshly. Hell, if anything, I do kind of side with him. Though I will admit, it is amusing seeing him fail over and over again trying to get this hat back. The music really brings a whole lot of heart and joy to this special. Like, right from the very beginning of the special, the music sets the tone perfectly for what's about to occur. Jimmy Durante does an excellent job being the narrator and singer of the theme song. Actually, out of all the renditions of the Frosty the Snowman song that I've heard in my lifetime, I would say his is definitely the best one. I honestly don't know why, just something about his performance has a lot of spark to it. Spark and magic. I mean, come on now. Do you really expect anything less from the razzle-dazzle of the great Jimmy Durante? A-cha-cha-cha-cha. Speaking of magic, there is something that I do want to touch on regarding the ending of the special, which I believe delivers a somewhat profound message. Near the end of the special, Frosty actually ends up melting inside of a greenhouse. This is because Professor Hinkle locked him and Karen inside there, just so he's able to get his magic hat back. Luckily, the big man himself, Santa Claus, comes to the rescue. He assures Karen and tells her that Frosty is made up of Christmas snow, and Christmas snow can never be forgotten or broken. Granted, snow in general does go away due to other kinds of weather taking place, but during the holidays, especially with the spirit of Christmas, snow, Christmas snow, whatever you want to call it, it will always be there in spirit and show up when it's needed. I feel like Santa Claus was definitely the perfect figure to deliver this message. And as he's explaining it, it just makes you feel inspired. I guess you could say it adds more meaning to what snow is and why it means so much to us. So, all in all, Frosty the Snowman is an all-time favorite of mine that I can watch again and again each Christmas. Everything from the beautiful coloring, to the characters, to the music. This really is a fun special to watch, either by yourself or with your family. I mean, who knows? Maybe after watching this, you might turn more into a happy, jolly soul like Frosty himself. Would I call this special a masterpiece? Definitely not. But if you're looking for something simple and fun with a lot of warmth to it, then this definitely has you covered. I give Frosty the Snowman an 8 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Next time, we'll be taking a little trip down to the town of Whoville. A town you may or may not have seen, for there is someone who lives near there who is mean and green. Until then, here's your boy the Ant-Man signing off. Deuces!
You have a Merry Christmas too.
Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way.
But he waved goodbye, saying, "Don't you cry."
I'll be back on Christmas Day.